Sometimes you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and there's just no hardware stores around. But what you can find in almost every town, big and small, is a Walmart. And today we're here at Walmart to decide whether Walmart is actually a viable solution for power tools. You need that one set of snips, that one rubber mallet, that one extension cord. I don't know, does Walmart have what you need? Well, we're gonna find out. HART has a huge presence here. Their 20-volt system, they have some string trimmers. You can see $138 for their 20-volt string trimmers, come in charger and a 4-amp-hour battery. Now, right next to that, for $158, HART actually has their 40-volt string trimmer. It's 15 inches. It's coming 4-amp-hour battery and a charger as well. So if you wanted the extra voltages, you spend a couple extra bucks. Now for $198, they have a combination string trimmer and blower, 450 CFMs. Crazy part is that you actually have like a power head unit here where you could interchange different attachments. They got a chainsaw, impugner attachment, edger attachment, cultivator attachment, chainsaw for $178. So here's the deal. As a contractor over the years, I found myself using Walmart when we were on overnight jobs because Walmart used to be 24 hours. But there aren't any 24-hour locations anymore. So is Walmart a viable solution? If you're in a pinch and you're on the job, instead of running down the road to maybe a hardware store, do you come to Walmart instead? Will their hardware section get the job done? I've seen a lot of options in bulbs and maybe even LED solutions. Not seeing ballast though, and sometimes we need to replace older ballasts and fixtures. I'm not seeing that option here, although we are finding fluorescent bulbs. They have a whole bunch of extension cords. You can see here, $9.97. These are a light-duty extension cord, but depending on what you're powering, it might get it done for you. There's a whole bunch of work light solutions. For instance, they have a corded Hyper Tough. It's 3,000 lumens. It's got 3 adjustable panels. It's got 2 built-in 120-volt sockets for pass-through. They're also selling the accessory tripod here as well for $19.97. HART has their options. They have 3 adjustable light panels, which seems odd. There looks to be a total of 4 light panels here. It's $89. 10,000 total lumens. It's got a 2-year warranty. Now, here's the thing. I'm not seeing if this is actually corded or cordless. It is indeed corded. They have a bare tool option. They also have a bare tool option right next to it on the 20-volt system. $59. Battery's not included, but you can run it on a cord as well. There are some outdoor wall packs, solar activated from HART. We have a whole hardware section of quick links, swivels, pulleys, trigger snaps, cable kits. I mean, these could get you out of a bind. We have a whole bunch of chain link as well as ground stakes. It kind of reminds me of older hardware stores where they had a whole bunch of little accessories to get you out of a bind. Picture hangers. They have the popular options from Ook. We've done reviews on Ook picture hangers previously. They have double-sided tape here from 3M. In the fastener department, they have bolts and washers. We have a whole bunch of screws, command hooks. But the big question would be, what if you didn't have the power tools you needed? Or maybe you were at the job and you were unloading the truck and somebody came by and stole your power tools, but you needed to get the job done. You didn't want to drive an hour back to the shop or the office or the depot. Hyper Tough has a kit with a drill driver. It looks like it's 12-volt tool, $35. It's a whole project kit, 50 pieces. Comes with a drill, tape measure, hammer, wrench, pliers, even a level. In a jam, it might get you what you need. There's eye pro here. There's ear protection, a whole bunch of gloves. We even have some lubricants. SuperTech silicone lubricant, as well as WD-40, white lithium grease. We have contact cleaner from WD-40 for sensitive electronics. We even have some staples. There's a Hyper Tough staple gun here. as well as an arrow for $18.24. Takes T50s. This looks like a pretty doggone nice stapler. They have an electric arrow stapler at $34.14. I like that I'm seeing these brand names here. You know, some people might know HART for hammers, but they do have an entire line of power tools, and they've moved into selling accessories as well, like tape measures. I'll be totally honest with everybody, full disclosure. I'm kind of disappointed not to see a wider selection of tape measures here, something from maybe Stanley. But if you just needed to get the job done, Hyper Tough does have a 25-foot tape measure here for $10.88. Hammers, what do you have, Walmart? Well, if you just needed a smaller 16-ounce tack hammer, they have one for $5.94. They also have a 20-ounce claw hammer. We have what would seem to be some of their higher end offerings. There's a 20-ounce fiberglass hammer for $22.44. It's a 16-ounce, as well as a 20-ounce at $23.97. Now, for me, the one that looks most attractive would definitely be for $11.44. Looks like a full steel 16-ounce claw hammer. Actually like that one the best. There are also some other lower cost options here. It seemed a little more gimmicky, but maybe they will get you out of a pinch. For $13.88, there is what seems to be a pretty nice 15-inch HART pry bar. They're saying 4 times stronger, 5 times better grip, and it also has a limited lifetime warranty. For $7.97, Hyper Tough has their option. This is their 18-inch wrecking bar. It's a more traditional crowbar. As far as drives and bit sets and hand tools accessories, you're seeing, for instance, this small 6-piece acetate screwdriver set, made in the USA, saying 60% or more US parts, and it pretty much has the standard slotted at Phillips screwdrivers that you might need. They also have a nut driver set here for $7.44. HART has their options as well. There's an entire hex key set, 22 pieces, ball end, $14.88. We have chisels here. This entire HART set looks like a screwdriver set, $95 value. It has an assortment of Phillips, slotted, square, Torx, Allen, and even this, is it a posi drive? What is that? 110 pieces, 50% more torque, they're saying. They have smaller, more delicate electronic screwdrivers, as well as ratcheting screwdriver in here, $39.98. They have a household tool set, 89 pieces from Hyper Tough. You could get it in black or pink. Here we go. We're moving into those hand tools that you might need if you forgot them. We have greens, yellows, and reds. Hyper Tough set, 10-inch snip set, $11.44. I do love Walmart for things like this right here. $7.88. This is the magnetic parts tray. You might find these magnetic parts tray other stores, but are you going to find them that inexpensively? HART has their straight cut aviation snips here, $11.88. We have some impact sockets, $22.88, 10 piece from HART, as well as $31.88. These are a standard set of 11 piece deep drive impact sockets. Hyper Tough has a torque wrench here, $19.97 for 3/8 inch drive. It has a rating of 15 to 80 foot-pounds. They also have this 215 piece mechanic set. It's already all organized. It has a 90-tooth ratchet in it, 6-point and 12-point sockets. They have the large, it has a 4-degree arc swing, $69.88. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of sockets and drives and even combination wrenches in there. Not a bunch of filler. Might be a great value. There's a whole bunch of other boxes to organize your tools. HART has their 21-inch toolbox here, $27.94. You can see here it's part of a system from HART. I don't know that this would actually lock in, but they're just showcasing that HART has modular tool storage systems. Here would be their HART stack. This is their 2-drawer toolbox. You can see here the price on that is not available. They also have a wide variety of lock sets here, even locks from Brinks, as well as security bars, padlocks. As we move down the aisle, you'll see that there's a bunch of shop vacs here. Steel canister as well as plastic canisters. There's a 6-gallon option, 5 horsepower, stainless steel wet dry vac, a 10-gallon, 6 horsepower wet dry vac, an 8-gallon stainless steel canister, wet dry vac, and then the big boy. It's a 16-gallon, 6 horsepower peak wet dry vac, $88 on this unit. Now, if we look, you could see it comes accessorized with a handle. It has your hose and extension. Looks like a couple of attachments, quite a few attachments in there. This is a corded unit. It does come with a 3-year limited warranty. They have a whole bunch of sanding accessories. But now we get to the power tool options. You can see here, they have a lot of low-cost options from Hyper Tough. This quarter sheet sander is only 20 bucks. They have their detail sander here, $22.97. An orbital sander, $19.97. Of course, these are all corded options. They have a 6 amp hour hammer drill. I'm sure that's in the wrong display area, but underneath of it, they have that oscillating multi-tool, $22.97, as well as a 3.5 amp hour jigsaw, $22.88. Hyper Tough also has some cordless tools here. You can see they have a 1/2 inch mid-torque impact wrench. It's 20 volt max, comes with a 4 amp hour battery. They're giving you 550 pound-feet of breakaway torque. We have a 6 amp hour belt sander, $34.88. We have a corded trim router for $29.88. That 6 amp hour hammer drill is $24.88. A 7 1/4 inch circular saw, $32.88. There's a whole bunch of options here. You can see we have unibits, we have regular twist bits, auger bits. Now here's the thing, as a professional tradesperson, I don't know that I would make Walmart a destination for my power tools, but I can admit that as a young child, watching shows that got me interested into the trades, like This Old House, Home Time, and then maybe shopping or going shopping with my grandparents as a child to go to a Walmart or a large one-stop shop type store. I would come to the hardware section and see these tool options, and they were relatively inexpensive. And I could convince my grandparents to maybe get me a small drill or a jigsaw, something that would allow me to do these smaller jobs that I wanted to do as a child. And it was a way for me to get started in the trades. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. There are lower priced options that make these tools available to almost anybody. And frankly, I think it's great. You can see here we have some supporting battery packs here for Hyper Tough. They're 12 volt system, 6 amp hour, $37.44. You see some fast chargers here, as well as their 20 volt max platform from Hyper Tough. But if we wanted to really take a look at the options for HART, they're down here in this lockable section. We'd have to call an associate over to give us a hand, but you can see all of the prices here are yellow tagged. They have a compact router for $88. Looks to be tool only. A finish sander, 60 bucks, tool only. There are a lot of inexpensive options, and I feel like when HART first got started to Walmart, their prices seemed a little high to me, but now it looks as though their prices have become more reasonable. We have a 4-piece combo kit here. It looks to have a drill driver, impact driver, recip saw, and a flashlight. It includes 2 batteries, 1.5 amp, charger, don't know, as well as a storage bag, 178 bucks. Now, HART also has our higher tier tools, their brushless line. You can see if you needed something with a little bit more nut busting torque, they have their bare tool 1/2 inch impact wrench. It's $169 bare tool, as well as their 7 1/4 inch circular saws here for 128 bucks. So you have a wide gamut of offerings from HART at Walmart. You can see they have their 1/2 inch hammer drill kit. It's $128, as well as their 2-pack of 4 amp hour batteries here at 148 bucks. Comparatively speaking, I think that 2-pack of 4 amp hour batteries is priced quite high, but the price of the tools seems relatively low. So it's kind of a toss-up. We have some drill bits here, $26.88 from HART. These are titanium. They look to go up to 1/2 inch and also include some of the largest sizes in doubles. 29 pieces, $26.88. As a contractor, sometimes we're tasked with filling in gaps and holes. GE has a whole section of insulating foam. You can see that there's a whole bunch of different tapes, frog tape, scotch tape, blue. We have Gorilla tape, So there's a whole bunch of adhesive solutions as well as caulks, silicones, Alex, Gorilla Glue, JB Weld. They even have Minwax, where other stores have moved Minwax products out. Walmart has it. They even have Varathane. They have a whole bunch of different size ladders here, from Little Giant. They have the King combo here, as well as Louisville ladders. 225 pounds on this Type 2 fiberglass. HART has their platform ladder, 300-pound capacity on it. So HART even has a 3,600 watt portable gas generator here. 3,600 running watts, 4,500 starting watts. Price on that, $579. Even a wide selection of spray paints from Rust-Oleum, Krylon. They have Kills here, Zinsser. They don't have my favorite product though, Guards. They even have an automotive department. Maybe in a pinch you needed a light bulb for your vehicle, or fuses. They even have wiring, stake-ons and such, crimps and cable ties, towing accessories for your vehicle, balls and hitches, light solutions, LED light solutions. They have a slime tire plug kit. We use these constantly. Pneumatic hoses as well as compressors here from HART. They have a 20-gallon vertical air compressor for $278. More Arrow staplers, automotive tools, and pressure washers. Electric pressure washer from HART, 3,000 PSI, $284. Then we have a 3,100 PSI gas pressure washer for $328. Well as the Power Purple and the surface cleaner attachments that go along with it. So I'm back out at the truck. I think after browsing the tool department, I think there's a lot of great solutions for people, especially in a pinch. And I think that there's a lot of great stuff that they have at Walmart. I just, for some reason, in my mind, wouldn't make Walmart a destination for these products. I just don't know what it is. But although there are a lot of great solutions, they seem disconjointed. There's a little bit of everything, and there's a lot of problems that can be solved, but obviously you're not going to be building anything from ground up. They're not going to have full lines of every tool brand. They're going to get you done in a pinch. I also think, like I said previously, there are also a lot of inexpensive corded options in there, which could be a great thing to get younger people with less resources, less money. As kids, I didn't have any money. Maybe if you're shopping with a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle, they might be willing to spend those few bucks to pick up a child the drill that they need for the project that they're doing, or maybe a little sander or a little rotary tool. I think that there's a lot of great options there. But let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think about Walmart and their tool department? Has it gotten you out of a pinch before? Do you think they're useless? Do you think they're overpriced? Do you think they're priced right? We want to know. Leave it all below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope to see you all on the next one.